So Zafar, share with us any other key initiatives on AI or Gen AI that either you might be looking at in the near future or you think other healthcare organizations might benefit from if you're looking in the crystal wall, in the near future, short term and long term future. What do you see?
I think in this particular model of Gen AI, the sky's the limit now. So for us, the next thing we're testing already is so when a patient comes and we send the patient home, we give them discharge instructions. This is how you're supposed to take care of yourself after you leave. The challenge is in a multicultural society, not everybody's primary language is English. And what we found here in Seattle is, yes, English is predominant, but so is Spanish, so is Somali, so is Ukrainian. Yes. So we were still giving people discharge instructions in English. So we've done the same thing. We've built a model in AI that can take these instructions, accurately translate them into the language that you want. And then we're able to give the patient the right instructions in the right language. Mm-hmm. That will be a huge win because many patients aren't primarily English speaking.
Yes.
So it seems like a simple use case, but we were failing because we were giving people instructions in English. Yeah. They weren't following the instructions. The problem is, if you don't follow the instructions, there's a high likelihood that within the first 30 days, you'll come back.
I come back, You
could be readmitted. That's not a good outcome. It's not safe.
Yes.
So we've done that same process, design, prototype, test. Yeah. It's in beta and it's working very well. And once we fully tested it, that's another one that we could launch. And actually, that's not even a specific use case for us. Anybody in health could do that because we aren't unique in the fact that we are treating patients who have multiple languages, right? Every region in the country has that. Yeah. So that's just another way of looking at it. But these are all prioritized things. Everything, of course, in AI is limited by the cash that you have.
Yeah.
Some initiatives can be inexpensive, but many are very expensive to launch.
Right.
So they're more of an invest to save scheme.
Yes.
Can't immediately get gratification in savings in AI, although many people try to tell you that's the case. It's not the case.
That's true.
So you have to be very careful in what you invest in, and then you see what that return could be over a period of time. So you need a lot of patience.
Yes.
Obviously, some tech companies will want to tell you that launch this and immediately you will see benefits. Mm-hmm. You don't always immediately get the cash benefits you need to pay for that ongoing. So what I like to say to people is AI is definitely the way forwards. It is revolutionary in how it will assist people to work in healthcare in the future and scale faster our services in healthcare. But it is easy to launch. Mm-hmm. It is very hard to sustain.
Of course, yes.
And that's the big takeaway for me is I can do 15 more AI launches within weeks, but they won't sustain because what everybody fails to remember in any technology world, it's about the people and process, and change management is really important.
The key, actually,
You can't have an AI because think about the fear of it. So I want to do an AI that translates discharge instructions. Mm-hmm. I think it's a good idea. We've tested it. It's a good idea. But the change management for that is assuring the people that we have that somehow it's not just going to take your job.
Yeah.
So even though we will give you a printout if that's what you want in the language of your choice, that doesn't take away from the nurse who still needs to tell the parents and the kid what they need to do to take care of themselves at home.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not that we'll miss that step altogether and just hand you this paper and say good luck.
Of course.
But people immediately think, oh my God, my job's going away. My job is going to be minimalized and they're going to reduce all these people. But we wouldn't do that because in nursing, for example, we have a shortage.
Yeah.
So to actually allow nurses to do their job and not be as stressed,
Yes.
burnout is real, right, in the clinical side of medicine, then these tools, you still have to educate the
Yeah.
user on why this tool is good for you and how you can sustain it versus, oh, here's just another great tech idea.
Of course. Of course.